In the previous class, we have studied about the plasma membrane and osmosis and the types of solutions we got due to the osmosis. That is, when the medium surrounding the cell has higher water concentration than the cell, that is called hypotonic. When the medium has exactly the same water concentration as the cell, that is called isotonic. And when the medium has lower water concentration than the cell, that is called hypertonic solutions. So now we will study more about plasma membrane and the examples of osmosis. If we will take the examples of osmosis, you can take as unicellular freshwater organism, and most plant cells tend to gain water because of the osmosis, and plant root also absorb water by the process of osmosis. So these are the examples of osmosis where osmosis process is used, because it is a very special case of diffusion and it occurs through a semi-permeable, selectively permeable membrane. So unicellular freshwater organism and most plant cell also tend to gain water through their selectively permeable membrane by the process of osmosis, and plant root also absorb water. So now we will study more about plasma membrane. Plasma membrane is made up of lipids and proteins. Plasma membrane is made up of lipids and proteins, and plasma membrane is very flexible. So now you might have thinking that what is lipid? Lipid is a type of organic molecule found in living thing. Lipid is a type of organic molecule which are found in living thing, and it is oily and waxy. It is oily, very oily, and it is like wax, it is waxy, and are long chains of carbon and hydrogen molecules. So you can say that a lipid is oily and waxy and are long chains of carbon and hydrogen molecule which found in the living thing. So that is lipid, and our plasma membrane is made up of lipid and protein, and plasma membrane is very flexible. So because of the flexibility, it allows some cell to engulf food and other materials from its external environment. For example, amoeba takes the food because of the flexibility of cell membrane through the cell, and this process is called endocytosis. Amoeba is a single cell or unicellular organism, and because of the flexibility of plasma membrane or cell membrane, it takes food through its cell, and this process is called endocytosis. So even you have studied in class 8 that along with the cell membrane, the plants are having an additional cell wall which is very hard and rigid. So plant cells, in addition to plasma membrane, have another rigid outer covering, that is called cell wall. Cell wall is very hard and rigid. So this is present as the protective layer of the plant cell in the plants. This is found only in plant cell. Animal cells are not having any cell wall. This is found in only plant cells. The cell wall lies outside the plasma membrane. If it is the plasma membrane, then the cell wall lies outside the plasma membrane. That means it protects the plasma membrane also. The plant cell wall is mainly composed of cellulose. Cellulose, we know, cellulose is a complex substance and provides structural strength to the plants. So cell wall is made up of cellulose. Cellulose provides structural strength to the plant. Cellulose is a complex substance and it provides structural strength to the plants. So when a living plant cell loses water through osmosis, there is a shrinkage or contraction of the contents of the cell away from the cell wall. That is called plasmolysis. That process is called plasmolysis. When a living plant cell loses water through osmosis, so there is a shrinkage or contraction of the contents of the cell away from the cell wall. So that process called plasmolysis. Plasmolysis takes place when a living plant cell loses water through osmosis. Their shrinkage is there or contraction is there of the contents. So that is why that process is called plasmolysis. So cell wall is very hard and rigid, and it permits the cell of plants, fungi and bacteria to withstand very dilute or hypertonic external media without bursting. Because I had told in the previous class, if the surrounding has higher water concentration then the solution is very dilute, then that type of solution is called hypotonic solution. and during hypotonic solution the cell gains water from the outside. The cells gain water from the outside, and as a result the size of the cell becomes increasing, or the size of the cell is becoming big, or it is increasing, and slowly when it is too much big, it is bursting. So the cell wall allows or permits the cell to withstand without bursting. Because of the cell wall, the plant cells are not bursting even in hypotonic media or hypotonic solutions also. So in such media the cells tend to take up water. By osmosis the cells swell up. Building pressure against the cell wall. The wall exerts an equal pressure against the swollen cell, and because of their walls, such cells can withstand much greater changes in the surrounding medium than animal cell. So because of the cell wall, the plant cell can withstand with much stronger than the animal cell. If animal cell surrounding the water concentration is more, animal cell will gain the water and it will burst. But in case of plants, since cell wall is present, cell wall is allowing or permitting the cells of the plants to withstand in very dilute or hypotonic media without bursting. So cell wall is very important for the plants because cell wall is present outside the plasma membrane, and in hypotonic solution, or when the water concentration is high in the surrounding, that time the cell is swelling up. The cell is swelling up, or the cell is gaining water. So after gaining water, the cell is swelling up and changing its size, or it is becoming big in size or increasing its size, due to which the cell is bursting. In plants, due to the presence of cell wall, the cell wall helps the plant cells to withstand in hypotonic media for a long time without bursting. So the cell wall helps the plants in hypotonic media to withstand without bursting. Animal cells cannot withstand in hypotonic media without bursting, because after gaining animal cells, after getting water, swells up and it is bursting. In case of plant cell, it is possible because of the cell wall. That is why plants have an additional outer covering, hard and rigid outer covering, that is called cell wall, which is not present in the animal cell. So we are clear about now the plasma membrane or the cell membrane or the selectively permeable membrane in both animal cells and plant cells. So next class we will study about the nucleus.